Hey guys, it's Bob Ferngren and I'm back with another 8-minute video. And again, these short 8-minute videos are really just to give you one or two things, maybe open your mind a little bit, and hopefully shorten down your personal learning curve in network marketing, which I'm going to be starting to talk about social selling more and more, because that's kind of really what we do now. I mean, really what we do, if you want to know what's really going on in the world of network marketing, is the professionals have become social sellers. And so that kind of ties real closely to the whole social media conversation that in this series we're having. So we covered a lot of things. Yes, if you're here to make, say, anything significant in terms of personal income and have impact in helping others, you have to be on social media. Now, I think if that's a brand new thing to you, you can certainly pick one platform at a time. And I think certainly by age and demographic, maybe you'll have more fortune by the particular platform you pick for a long time. LinkedIn was that was just, I could always get hits and runs and home runs on LinkedIn. Now they kind of like everything, it gets more complicated. It used to be really easy to message people. Now they have these autoresponders people pay for. So people are, I think, really turned off by the messaging aspect of LinkedIn. I'm still on LinkedIn. I'm still posting there daily. I'm still sending out messages every month. Just not what it was for me a while ago. Man, I did an Instagram run that lasted 4 years. Had a great run on Instagram, and then, of course, they start messing with stuff, controlling stuff, and it doesn't, for me personally, it doesn't have the stickability it did. Now, I know for a lot of folks in my world, it's still the ticket, Instagram is still a great connection point and prospecting place to be. So I'm very pro Instagram. I'm just telling you, for me, I've kind of run that one. I've never gotten anything out of Twitter. Now I'm on Twitter. I have a couple thousand followers or something less than that. And there's certainly some people that are there and do real well with it. I have had people in my life who killed it on Snapchat. And listen, I'm all for Snapchat. I got no hang-ups about Snapchat. I think if you can figure that out, and you're getting reactions, I think Snapchat is a great place. There's a brand new social media platform out there. I don't know if it's brand new, but it's getting popular. Parlor kind of acts like Twitter. Twitter does a lot of controlling over you. They're the goody two-shoes, or at least they think they are, for their political persuasions. And so that's had an effect on things. And so now Parlor just doesn't care which, it's just an open format, kind of like the town square used to be. People could come in and just share their thoughts. I have no idea whether Parlor is going to work. Super disappointed about TikTok. I think TikTok clearly is not a good format for Americans to be on. It's a wonderful platform, but I think everyone knows the truth that it's being used to spy on us by the Chinese Communist Party. And I'm not going political. Go do your own research. I mean, the government's now voting that government employees can't have TikTok. Now, boy, the government, who doesn't do much other than drive people crazy, I think, it looks like it's going to be unanimous in the Senate and the House. Well, that means they know more than we do. So my encouragement would be get off of TikTok. But here's what I believe. There'll be some entrepreneurial American come along, American company, and watch. They'll crush it. And by the way, Facebook, Google, and others have the ability to duplicate it probably overnight with the amount of power and money they have. So that gets us back kind of to Facebook. And interestingly, I had run dry a couple of years ago on Facebook, or so I thought. And one of the most important things I've done over time is to do whatever it takes to get as close to 5,000 followers. That's what you can have on or friends. That's what you can have on your personal page, your personal profile page. You're unlimited on followers, I believe. And so I'm just always trying to make more friends. And I'm going to tell you, that's really the secret. That's really the secret. It's making more friends, whether that's real time or in the social media world. Because here's the truth. Everybody's warm market, your personal warm market, I don't care how influential you are, will eventually run out. And so why not proactively be adding friends? And so I always did that. And as a matter of fact, I would just add friends. They give these recommendations. And back at the day, I would take every I'd look at the profile to make sure they weren't some whack job. But I would take every single recommendation. And then I also went out and would become friends of influencers in particular. And just if they accept your friend request, you got them, right? You got them. And so that's the one thing I want to get across to you today, is you can never have enough, quote unquote, friends. Because you live in a world where you can now do this 100% from your smartphone, 100% from home. And so where would your prospects be? Yeah, maybe you want to recruit that person at the gym. Maybe you want to recruit that person at the hair salon. Maybe you want to recruit that person that you met at the grocery store. But are you aware that in any 1 second, let's call it a millionth of a second, there's more people on social media that fit into the categories I just mentioned than you're ever going to meet in your life. So to me, it was always, when my lid got popped on social media about 14 years ago, very early stages of this, that was my rationale. There's just a whole lot more people than I can ever talk to. And it's I look at it as endless potential, endless prospects. So I always added people, and then, got to the 5,000 limit. And then I started calling people to start adding, the type of people that I wanted. And that's probably now, because in the last year I've gone back to Facebook pretty aggressively. And I would say easily, and these numbers shift over time, 90% of our prospects now come from Facebook, and however they come about, and I'll talk more about that in another video. And probably, maybe 3 or 4% real time, and then the rest is really kind of spread amongst those other social media platforms. But if I took you back 8 or 10 years ago, 80% of my prospects came from LinkedIn. So I'm always playing with it. I'm always doing stuff. And so now I'm kind of an expert, if you will. I'll give myself that title, because like everything I've done, I've just done the School of Hard Knocks. I'm not a quitter. So I know that there's incredible potential on social media, like mind-blowing potential. So I'm always doing stuff and always learning. Again, I got a lot more on that. That's just kind of, I guess, a big overview on social media. And we're going to keep talking about that for a little while, because, guys, that's where the action is. Let's go.